Hello everyone, this is Shane Elks with Creating Frequencies, and today we're going to discuss some sound therapy tools and different ways that we can better ourselves when dealing with sinus issues and also the COVID-19 pandemic. These are scary times for ourselves, and the more that we can do to better ourselves and help our bodies, the better we will be. There is a simple act that we can do that involves nothing but our bodies, and it is humming. Your voice is the most powerful healing tool that you have because it creates vibrations from within and it heals from within. And different tones are created or they exist, and when applied through humming or from playing from the outside, those tones can shake and vibrate and set your body back up to its natural frequencies. Some people speak in chakras, which is where energy is stored in the body, and that's the exact same thing. Different tones are set up for the different chakras, and they vibrate and release those frequencies. When we're talking about sinus issues and COVID-19, what happens is the sinuses, the mucus in the sinuses, all of that, the things that set off our sinuses or the COVID-19 germs, they sit in that mucus and it collects in our nasal passages, and then it flows down through our throat and then down further into the body, and it causes the inflammation and all the horrible things that go along with that. Well, when we hum, we vibrate that and keep those nasal passages and our throat open, and it releases nitric oxide. Humming releases nitric oxide, which reduces the activation of the inflammasome. It can also release melatonin to flow from down into your body. The mucus that sits, the germs that sit in the mucous membranes is then released back out because of the humming, and it doesn't sit or it doesn't get to flow down into the body because we have stopped it before it begins to do so. Toning or humming is very powerful, and it really depends on the pitch of what you are humming, depending on where you're working. Okay, so today we're going to hum together, and the best way to find the pitch that works for you is to kind of just play with the pitches. You can actually feel the vibration when you hit the correct pitch. Now, I like to use the A. This is a chime that's set at the key of A, and it is, for those of us that speak in chakras, it is kind of in our eye zone, or it's kind of in between the head and your throat, and it's a good center place for us of where we're wanting to work when we're humming. This is not singing, so don't feel like you have to sound pretty. That's not what it's about. It's about the vibration that you create when you're humming. Be sure that you are breathing from within your stomach and not shallow in your chest. If you breathe using your stomach, so you breathe in, you go, and your stomach moves and not your chest, then you will be able to withhold your humming longer, and it won't be a strain for you, and you can create a better vibration. So let's just do it together. I'm just going to strike this. You don't have to match it perfectly. It's more about where you feel the vibration, and this is to kind of create a vibration here in your sinus area. Let's do that again. Make sure you're feeling that there. If not, you might want to raise your tone or lower it depending on who you are, but it should feel kind of vibrating right here, right at your cheeks, right beside your nose. Now, if you're wanting to go down in your throat, which you should, then the key of G is for the throat chakra, and it also is a good, place to be. If you put your hand there, you should feel that vibration right at your throat. Now you can raise it higher, and you can actually, the higher you go, the more that you'll be able to vibrate and release the melatonin into your body, which is also a key ingredient in helping to fight the COVID-19 and also to help when you're dealing with your sinuses. I recommend that you do these humming practices as much as possible. You should definitely try to do it in the morning and the evening. If you can do it up to 10 to 15 minutes at a time, that would be amazing, but 5 minutes at least is great. This is also a great time for you to meditate, and remember, meditation doesn't mean that you're just sitting there, with your eyes closed. You can, just take time to yourself and be quiet, and a good way to, to make those voices and those everything going on in our heads right now, to make them to kind of dim out and to lower that volume, is to hum and to vibrate from within and to create a peaceful energy coming from within, but at the same time releasing that nitric oxide and opening up all those passages so there's not mucus and germs just sitting there and causing us to have sinus issues and causing us to be susceptible to the COVID-19 pandemic. Feel free to contact me anytime through private message or in comments to ask me further details about sound therapy or creative arts, whatever have you. I am a sound therapist, but I'm not a doctor, so this is not a cure for anything, but this is just to help us during this time, but also for those of us that have sinus issues. This is a great way to keep those sinuses open and to keep things flowing and to not set up and cause further issues for ourselves. So get to humming, all right? I'll see you soon, and take care of yourselves. Bye.